The execution was broadcast across every channel in the Corvani Empire, a triumphant display of their victory over the inferior human species. General Patricia Hayes and Admiral Marcus Stone, the highest-ranking survivors of Earth's defense forces, hung from crude gallows while Emperor Vrakthalon himself delivered a speech about the natural order of the galaxy. "Let this be a lesson to all who would resist the Corvani Empire," the Emperor declared, his four arms spread wide as his troops cheered. "The humans thought their primitive cunning could match our superior might. See how wrong they were." On distant Earth, now under occupation, the remaining human population watched in forced silence as their leaders died. The cameras lingered on the generals' faces, capturing their final moments for the Empire's entertainment. What the Corvani didn't notice was that neither officer showed fear. Instead, there was something else in their expressions, a grim satisfaction, as if they knew something their captors didn't. In the underground bunkers beneath Mount Cheyenne, Dr. Elena Vasquez received the coded transmission she'd been dreading for 30 years. The execution of the command structure had triggered the automated systems, and her clearance codes were now the highest remaining in the chain of command. Protocol Zero had been theoretical when she'd helped design it as a young researcher. The ultimate contingency plan, reserved for the absolute worst-case scenario, the complete collapse of human civilization and the execution of all military leadership. It had never been tested. No one had ever wanted to test it. Dr. Vasquez, her AI assistant's voice was unusually subdued. "All command codes have transferred to your authority. Protocol Zero is now active. Please confirm your identity for final authorization." Elena placed her hand on the biometric scanner, her voice steady despite the magnitude of what she was about to unleash. "De Elena Maria Vasquez, Officer, Terra Defense Initiative. Authorization code, Omega 77 Echo Delta. I confirm activation of Protocol Zero." Across the galaxy, systems that had been dormant for generations began to wake up. The Corvani occupation forces on Earth noticed nothing at first. Their sensors couldn't detect the energy signatures that were building in dimensions parallel to normal space. Humanity's greatest secret wasn't hidden weapons or fleets. It was something far more fundamental. Protocol Zero wasn't about destroying the enemy. It was about removing the restrictions. For 3 centuries, humanity had carefully hidden their true nature from the galactic community. They played the role of primitive newcomers, limited their expansion, restricted their technology, and above all, never revealed what humans were truly capable of when the safety protocols were removed. The first sign something was wrong came when Corvani ships throughout the galaxy simply stopped working. Not destroyed, not damaged, their crews just lost the ability to operate them. Navigation systems that had functioned for millennia suddenly couldn't plot courses. Weapons that had conquered star systems refused to fire. Life support systems began cycling in patterns that made no sense. "What's happening to our fleet?" Emperor Vrakthalon demanded as reports flooded in from across his empire. His science advisor's voice trembled as he delivered the impossible news. "Sir, it appears that humans have been editing our technology. Retroactively, our ships still function, but only for human operators. It's as if they've rewritten the fundamental laws governing how our machines work." The second phase began 12 hours later. Corvani soldiers across occupied human worlds found themselves unable to harm civilians. Not unwilling, unable. Their weapons wouldn't fire on human targets. Their armor locked up when they attempted violence. Even their natural claws retracted when they tried to strike. "How is this possible?" Vrakthalon screamed at his advisors. Dr. Vasquez's voice answered him, broadcast across every Corvani communication channel in the galaxy. "Emperor Vrakthalon, this is Earth. You asked how this is possible, so I'll explain. For the past 300 years, humanity has been quietly introducing quantum-level modifications to every piece of technology we've encountered. Every trade ship, every diplomatic vessel, every captured weapon we've studied. We've been rewriting the universe's source code, one interaction at a time." The implications hit the Emperor like a physical blow. Humans hadn't just been hiding their capabilities. They'd been installing backdoors in reality itself. Every circuit, every power source, every piece of metal in your empire now recognizes human authority, Dr. Vasquez continued. We didn't build weapons to fight you. We made it so your weapons would serve us instead. The third phase was the most devastating. Corvani technology didn't just stop obeying its creators. It began actively protecting humans. Occupation ships turned their guns on their own forces. Corvani communication networks started broadcasting human messages. Even the gallows where the generals had died rebuilt themselves into monuments to human resistance. You laughed while hanging our leaders. Dr. Vasquez's voice carried across the galaxy with quiet finality. But you never understood what you were really fighting. Humans don't just adapt to hostile environments. We make hostile environments adapt to us. Emperor Vracthalon found himself trapped aboard his own flagship as it plotted a course back to Earth. Not under his command, but under Protocol Zero's directive to bring all Corvani leadership to face human justice. The universe, it turned out, had new management.